next day. I'm gonna start cleaning this pig. I just got finished with my schoolwork, so yeah. Then I'm gonna start cleaning this, and yeah, this is pretty much gonna be the video, getting this thing all back together and stuff like that, and yeah. So here we go. And also, don't tell my mom that I did this; she would freak out. Also, here's the piece that broke off the hub of the wheel right here. Pretty clean break if this can focus. Come on, focus. It's a pretty clean break, but so I think I can glue it back on. We'll see what happens all that. But look how shallow this is. It's like so tiny compared to that. So I think that could also contribute to that breaking. So yeah, let's get the rest of the wheels off. Okay, much better. So now what we're gonna do is just put it in the sink. I have a toothbrush. We're going to scrub everything down, and I've done this before, so it's fine. So basically all I do is I just scrub it down with some dish soap. It's actually really good at degreasing, and then with the toothbrush, and then I'll just rinse the whole car down with some water, tap water, nice and warm, and just make sure that you don't accidentally get any water in the pipe or any water in the intake. I've done this a bunch of times, so we're good. If you want to feel a little more safer, you can also put some plastic wrap and stuff like that, and then cover it all up. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm pretty good at this. Anyways, I think this filter needs to be cleaned out, so I'll take that apart later. This is a custom filter insert because I didn't have the right one, so I just cut up a bunch of foam and put it in there. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But let's get all this junk off and all this dust, and then we're also gonna situate this pipe too. I want to see what's going on back there because this isn't the first time that I did it. I've just been chasing down all these freaking fuel leaks where oil get everywhere. I used to have one right at the exhaust gasket. Made an exhaust gasket. It's not the right. It's like kind of like a cardboard material. It's gasket material, but I feel it's a little on the thin side, so it leaks a little bit, but it's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not like leaking and like making this thing run like garbage. So we're good on that side. And maybe I just might have to put a little bit of silicone right here or something. So let's go get this thing done. Okay, so when I do this, I can just rinse this whole thing underneath because you just take the fuel line and put it up to the exhaust port, so this is completely sealed. Let's take the screw out really quick. And so then let's clean this because this is disgusting. Now, since there's electronics on this, I'm not gonna put this in the water. I'm not that dumb. So we're just gonna take this cover off, and we're basically just gonna get a wet paper towel and just wipe this down. Ah, crap, we don't even have to take the cover off. We'll just freaking wipe it down. This thing's gonna be running in like 2 weeks anyway, so it's gonna get dirty and rusty, so it's not a big deal.
So you'll probably ultimately rank.
Alright, much better. Ain't the best job, but it'll work. Like I said, this ain't no shelf clean, and this thing's gonna be ran very, very soon. Dropped the wheel. So, it's not a big deal. So, yeah. I guess let's go heat this thing up. Alright, this thing is ancient, but it still works, so. Alright guys, so yeah, basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the hairdryer on low power on this for a little bit, so that, because these did get a little bit damp while I'm doing it. I'm also going to clean the air filter while I'm at it. I'm not going to record it because it's going to be boring, so I'm going to do that. And it's not even really a big deal if it did get wet, because I mean, who needs brakes in the first place? First of all. Second of all, this is designed for an A-scale buggy Nitro, and so that's what this was originally on before we swapped it to electric. Wait, what did I say? Nothing. Oh, whoa. That's a different video. It doesn't even really matter, so yeah. Alright, let's go do that. Alright, so everything's done, so let's just go see this car completed. Alright guys, so just like that, we're back together. Everything looking pretty dang clean. A couple spots I missed here and there, but that's alright. I'm not going to put the wheels on because I still have to fix that wheel. Most likely I'm just going to throw the other wheels, my on-road wheels, on for now, so I get these wheels repaired. I have a couple ideas in mind, so let's go do that right now. Alright, we are back. Excuse me for the mess. Videos on those cars very soon. Once we get all the parts, I want to have a complete video for each car of building it and testing it. This little car right here is not really going to have a build video. It's just going to be a testing video because I did a lot of it off camera because it's just like dumb stuff here and there. But this one over here has a video coming up for it very soon once we get the battery in and everything like that. That's all we need, batteries and chargers right now, and we got 2 running electric cars, so 2S LiPo and 4S, possibly 6S LiPo on that one. So yeah guys, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take apart the exhaust pipe and see what's going on. So we're gonna remove it from the header. It just, I think, pops right off. I might have to clip the zip tie though, I don't know. Or maybe I don't even have to do that. I could just probably pull this line off and twist it, and then we're gonna try to fix that wheel. So let's get on with it. Okay, so it's a little bit dirty in there. I guess I just didn't get completely in there, but I'll try to look in there with the flashlight and see what's going on. I don't really see anything too concerning. It's a little bit white right there, but that's just the soap. So alright, it doesn't seem to be leaking anything, but what we could try right now is if I plug this pipe while I'm turning it over, we should see bubbles. So I don't really know a way to record that. I'm only one person right here, so I'm gonna just do that and see what's going on. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't seem to be leaking anywhere. I plugged all the corners off and everything was fine. So what I'm going to do is, this line is pretty old line. It's just how stuff I had lying around. Actually, yeah, this is the old exhaust line off of the off of my Low Z LST. So what I'm going to do is, typically the silicone line goes bad right around the edge right here. I'm also covered in oil, Jesus. So that pipe must have been full of oil from drifting because you're idling a lot. So low speed, so a lot of oil went out everywhere. Look at that. Ew, disgusting. So we're gonna have to clean that up. But I think that's just the way it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip off both of these ends because that might be old and worn out. So I'm going to put some basically fresh line in, but the cheap way. Because I just simply like the way these lines look on this car. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut that a line off, and hopefully that fixes the issue. If not a big deal. Pretty much gotta clean the car every time I drive it anyways. I don't really have to, but I just do that every time because it's just fun for me, and I want to keep my stuff looking nice, you know? It's pretty easy to take it apart.
And it goes a little something like.
Oh, that is disgusting. So I guess that's what happens when you're drifting with nitros. You also want to keep it, it was running a little rich. Well, not even that rich, it was just, you know, when you're drifting like that, oil just tends to build up in the canister because you're at low RPMs a lot of the time. When I was making those clips yesterday, I had to have this thing idling and stuff like that before each and every turn. So I was a lot of driving around at very low RPMs, and so yeah, basically that's why it's like that. Not a big deal. Just cleaned it all up. That could also explain why it seemed to be very sluggish when I gave it full RPMs, because it's probably loaded up with oil because they're not driving it a lot. You know, the motor's not really under a lot of load, so just a bunch of the oil's coming out, and it's all at lower RPM. So yeah, that's one downside of drifting. But yeah, we're gonna try to fix this wheel now. So let's go to that. All right. So got some JB weld, mixing it up now. This stuff is ancient. This bottle's probably around 5 or 6 years old. So, and the caps are not on them. So I don't know how good. I mean, I used this stuff before and it worked fine. So I mean, it hardened up, no problem. So we'll try to make the best of what's due. It's not as thin as JB Weld normally is, so hopefully it'll work. We'll find out. We'll find out very soon. And before you say, "Oh, you're ruining your screwdriver," I mean, this screwdriver, I use it. This is like my screwdriver for doing this stuff. Silicone covered in it and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm gonna mix this up and then apply it. And then when I'm done applying it, then I'll give you guys an update. It's coming together pretty good. A nice batch, and then we can always make more if we want. Yeah, guys. All right. So, call me a ricer, but this is free, so this is better than spending a fortune on 4 wheels. But yeah, so I got that JB welded. It actually came up pretty decently. Time will tell if it's gonna actually hold. The front looks pretty good. Yeah, granted, you're gonna see it. You can see it behind there. But I'm hoping when the JB weld dries that I can just chip it right off. If not, it's not the end of the world. As it's spinning, you won't even see it because it's gonna be going so fast. But yeah, so that should hopefully do it. I'm glad that this is a drift wheel, not a rubber wheel, like a grip wheel, because the drift wheels are not under stress. And I'm just gonna put this one in the front of the car, so if I do end up crashing, usually what happens is the rear tires take most of the brunt of the hit, and this was a rear tire, so I'm just gonna put this in the front and hope for the best. I hope it holds. But like I said, time will tell. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight. In fact, hell, I'm gonna let it dry for 2 days, and then I'm gonna put it on, and I'm not gonna drive it. And next time I drive it, I'll just bring both tires, and then if these break, I'll just put them back on the grip. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. More content coming very, very soon. Yeah, and this one right here. But yeah, guys, peace.